Some say the Great Pyramid of Giza is 4,500 years old. Others say that's just when we started writing things down. But there are quieter theories that place it 60,000, maybe 80,000 years ago, back when the Sahara Desert wasn't a desert. It was alive. It was the living basin. Not just a little greener. There were lakes the size of small seas, rivers cutting across the land, grasslands stretching for miles. Rock art shows giraffes, hippos, cattle, animals that don't survive in sand. There were fish in the water, birds overhead, tree rooted deep in soil that could actually hold life. That wasn't a desert waiting to happen. It was a functioning ecosystem. So here's the part that sticks with me. If this place used to be that alive, what killed it? I don't chase answers as much as I notice patterns, and sometimes the pattern is louder than the explanation. Because this isn't about sand, it's about absence. No roots, no regrowth, no return. And right in the middle of it, structures we still can't fully explain. Not just above ground, but what's rumored to be beneath. Now, reasoning says they're tombs, ancient monuments, end of story. But that feels reduced. That's like calling something massive ordinary. Because nothing built at that scale, with that precision, was meant to sit there doing nothing. So don't think of them as monuments. Think of them as infrastructure. Something built into the ground, tied into water, connected across distances, part of a larger system. Not symbolic, functional. And if that system relied on what flowed below, water, pressure, movement, then whatever it was doing, it wasn't small. And here's the part we never say out loud. If we can't fully explain how they were built, then we definitely can't explain what they were capable of. Because the pyramids aren't just standing on the land, they're sitting on top of something. Some say there are miles of structure beneath Giza, not just chambers, networks, passageways stretching outward, branching, connecting, reaching far beyond the pyramids themselves. Some theories go further, that what's under Egypt isn't isolated, that it's part of something larger. Systems tied into aquifers, moving beneath the Sahara, linking regions through what flows underground. And here's where it gets complicated. Because we don't actually have full access to what's underneath. Large portions remain unexplored, restricted, or only partially scanned. Even with modern imaging, we're still getting fragments, pieces, not the full picture. So what we know is limited, and what we don't know is where all the speculation lives. Because if everything depends on what flows below the surface, then that's where the real system would have been built. And if everything was connected underneath, then the pyramids weren't the whole system. They were the center of it. And if that's even partially true, then what we're studying is only a fraction of what was actually there. Because we've already seen what happens when systems tied to Earth fail. They don't just damage the surface. We already have the kind of technology that can change entire environments. faster than they can recover. And even then, recovery happens. Slow, but it happens. So what kind of failure doesn't recover? What kind of system poisons the source itself? Not for decades, not for centuries, but for tens of thousands of years. Not something dropped on the land, something that spread throughout it, from below. Because if you poison the roots, nothing above survives. You don't have to erase a civilization to end it. You just have to break the system it depends on. And that's what makes this different. What if the pyramids weren't just a mystery of construction, but a warning about scale? Because the pyramids don't look like experiments. They look intentional, engineered, like whoever built them knew exactly what they were doing until something went wrong. The danger isn't that we don't understand the past. It's that we think we understand it enough. So maybe this isn't just a desert. Maybe it's what's left after something failed deep underneath it. And maybe the question isn't what they built, but how far something can spread once it reaches the source. Because if something like that happened once, then it's not impossible. It's just forgotten. I'm MT. This is MT Promises to You, because I'm done with all the empty promises to you.